So, did you enjoy the tour of the house, of my home? It was a short tour, but like I say, this apartment is very equipped for my needs. And I'm wearing sunglasses today because I have a eye itch, and it's something to do with either allergies or myasthenia, and it's very sensitive to light. And whenever my eyes are sensitive to light, I wear my sunglasses a lot. But I wear sunglasses a lot anyway because of the sensitivity to light. And when you have myasthenia, your eyes tend to be sensitive to light, as well as your when you go out in the sun. It makes everything very like I don't know. I guess you would say very close. I don't, it's not the word, but everything seems to be more. Light just makes your eyes very like cloudy, or anyway, eyes are just very sensitive to light when you have myasthenia. It's one of the things that I have with my when I have it. I have not. Maybe it doesn't affect everyone like that, but my eyes has been affected mainly and mostly by the myasthenia. So I wear my sunglasses a lot, even inside sometimes because it's bright in my home. As you can see, I have my overhead lights on, even in the daytime, because I like light. But at night, it's weird because at night, if the light's on, it bothers me. But in the daytime, it doesn't bother me. So when it gets night, I turn off my light and my eyes focus better. And they don't seem as tired because as the day goes on, I get tired. When you first get up in the morning, I have found with my myasthenia, it's my best time of the day is my mornings because I have more energy. But as you go on through the day, you get tired and you need to lay down and rest. I normally don't take a daytime nap, but I will if I feel like I'm having one of those days where it's just really, really wearing on me. But the tour was hopefully let you see that where I am now as opposed to where I came from to the apartment when I first was diagnosed. I was living in an apartment where I had walked down into my apartment. I had steps, and I had to walk up into my door to get into my house. I could not do any of those because the muscles in my leg was very weak. Because when I first got myasthenia, I was I was weak. It was I actually think it was my medication because my doctor, my neurologist, he started me with a very low dose of the medications that I take, the Mastodon and the Imaran, and now I'm taking probably twice as much as he started me with, and I'm a lot stronger. I don't know if he didn't know any better or if he just I know he had treated a lot of people with myasthenia because he discussed it with me. He said, "You have myasthenia." He says, "I have people that have myasthenia, take their medication, go right back to work, have no problems." And I was very hopeful when I first talked with him because he seemed very positive. You're going to be fine, you know. I said, "Am I going to die?" He said, "No, it's not going to kill you." He says, "A major thing I have found out with myasthenia, you have to work, be very careful with your breathing. If you breathe, if your breathing is labored, you really need to just, kind of like sit down and rest because that's the one thing he said that would probably, if anything, would be fatal to you is if you're breathing, if you stop breathing because they might not be able to get you to breathe again." But he was like, just take the medication, go back to work. So I was thinking, okay, this is going to be like a little transition for me where I have to take maybe a few months off and I can go back to work. Didn't work out that way. 7 years later, I'm still not working. It was a journey that I think could have been better if I had gotten better medical advice. So I'm saying to you, 50-50 with your myasthenia. You let your doctor, I'm not saying don't talk, don't listen to your doctor. I'm saying make sure that you also read about it, you study about it. I've never met anyone else with myasthenia since I've had it. Never have met anyone. Even going to the doctor, to the neurologist, sitting in the office, I've never met anyone that has myasthenia. Myasthenia is very rare. I'm thinking I read or on the internet that maybe less than 1,000 people a year or something like that get it, but it's kind of a rare disease. But it's not really well it's known, but it's something that that's just kind of accepted. You got it. You learn to live with it. But I would say make sure you study. I did not when I first got it. I just listened to my doctor. I knew nothing about myasthenia. I did not go, go and read and study and get on the internet about it. I was kind of like just trusting in the fact that my doctor was going to do what he needed to do. Well, I say 50-50. 50-50 you listen to your doctor, and 50-50 you study about it. You search it out for yourself. You figure out what's best for you with it, because it's something you're going to have to learn to live with. So I wished I had been more diligent and studied more. I was just trusting in my doctor. I come from a small town. There's only one neurologist in this town, and he was the only one, and everyone thought he was like walking on water or something, but which is not. But he was, he did what he thought he knew what to do. But I later learned that I went to another facility, a much bigger facility, a much bigger town, and they told me, that he should have been doing more. And the neurologist I met up there at this hospital in Winston-Salem was great. And she got me on some meds that really picked me up and got me moving more. And I felt a little anger toward him, but he did apologize and say that he was sorry he had failed me, which didn't help me any. But anyway, I'm not going to digress on that. I'm going to tell you that when I first got myasthenia, it was hard for me to sit up. I got it, and I was living alone, as I told you before, and getting up in the morning. My morning routine was like, I wake up. I slept on this little tiny sleeper sofa. It was a little love seat actually, and it was just long as I was, and I'm about 5'3", and it went from my head to my foot, and I had to push against the bottom of the sofa in order to sit up. And there was days when I couldn't sit up. And like I said, I had an angel named Ann. And she came by in the morning. She would have to go to work. And I would call her about 6 and tell her I couldn't get up. And she would come by and sit me up and get my medicines in me, because after I took my medication, I felt better. And then she would get me water and see if I needed anything, and help me to the restroom before she went to work, because I'm first thing in the morning, everybody knows you got to go to the bathroom. I mean, all right, that's what it is. And so I would go there, but I was there, like I say, alone. I and I would have to figure out how I was going to start my day. But I will talk more about that. I'm really going to do a video on my daily routine before I moved over here, which is much more brighter than when it was over there, and try to tell you more about when I first was diagnosed, and some of the things I went through, in order to just reach out to people that have myasthenia to let them know you just got to keep on pushing every day, and try to show, there's some positivity to things. But I'm going to do another video on that at a later time. I just wanted to take you on a tour of my home to let you know I've come a long way, and I am very happy to be over here now, and I will be doing another video. And look for my videos, and subscribe if you wish, and look at the notifications, and I will be trying to expand my channel some. I'm going to be changing the name of my channel, because when I started this channel, I had another idea in mind, but it's changed. I can't really decide what I want to call it. If you have some ideas, just put me a comment down below and let me know what you think it should be called. I don't only intend to speak on myasthenia. I will probably be speaking on some more things going on in my life also, but I know I need to change my name. So thank you for viewing my video, and let me know what you think. Bye-bye.